So, you're thinking about getting chickens. Oh, that's fantastic. You are about to step into a world of fresh eggs, nonstop entertainment, and a surprising amount of drama. We're going to be pulling from the brilliant and hilarious Rustic Rooster Guide to give you a real crash course in the wonderful, weird world of backyard poultry. Let's dive right in. You know, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? We're totally skipping the dry technical manuals today. Nope. This explainer is for anyone who wants the real story, the chaos, the comedy, and all those moments that make you look up and ask yourself, why is there a chicken on my roof? And we're getting specific here. This isn't just any old guide. It's packed with practical, boots-on-the-ground advice specifically for the unique challenges and charms of raising chickens in South Africa. We're talking local breeds, local predators, the whole shebang. This is the real deal. All right, first things first, you gotta pick your flock. And as the slide says, this is how you avoid a chicken divorce. Trust me on this, it's a critical step. Not all chickens are created equal, you know? It's like putting together a superhero team. You need the right mix of personalities, otherwise you're gonna have a full-blown poultry civil war on your hands. So you're basically looking at two main camps. You've got your international classics, think of them as the familiar Hollywood actors of the chicken world, and then you have the South African all-stars. These are the birds that are tough, resourceful, and just built for local conditions. Come on, let's meet a few. So, playing for the international team, we have the Orpington. This is your perfect family chicken. Seriously, they're friendly, they're fluffy, and they'll probably love a good cuddle. Now, the only downside, they will absolutely 100% sit on your lap and then poop on you. Just consider yourself warned. Okay, now for a local champion, the Potchefstroom cuckoo. This bird right here, it's the Toyota Hilux of chickens. Yeah, it's not flashy, but it is incredibly reliable, tough as nails, and it will just get the job done, which in this case means laying a steady supply of eggs with zero fuss. And then there's the Venda. This one is a little feathered ninja. They're amazing foragers and just total experts at surviving. The catch? Oh, they are escape artists. So don't be surprised if your Venda disappears for 3 days, only to show back up with this wild look in its eye, having tried to start its own feral gang in the neighborhood. All right, so you've picked your flock. Now, where are they going to live? Well, in South Africa, a coop isn't just a little house, it's a fortress. It has to stand up to some wild weather and, more importantly, some very, very clever and very hungry local predators. So every coop, and I mean every coop, needs these 3 things to keep the peace. You need enough space to prevent that Real Housewives of the Henhouse drama, you need clean nesting boxes for the magic to happen, and you need purchase, because, sleeping on the ground is just not chic. Get these basics right first. Now we get to these South Africa-specific upgrades. A simple little latch is not going to stop a baboon. You need sliding bolts. And that flimsy chicken wire, a mongoose will laugh at it. You need sturdy hardware cloth. Oh, and you'd better anchor that coop down unless you want the Cape Town wind to turn it into a chicken-powered kite. Okay, let's talk about food. The never-ending buffet. One of the first things you'll learn is that chickens will try to eat basically anything. Leftover pizza, garden weeds, your shoelaces, they have absolutely no shame. So, what should you actually be feeding these little garbage disposals? Here's your simple cheat sheet. Layer feed is their main staple. Think of it as their daily protein powder. Kitchen scraps like leftover pup? Ugh, a huge hit. And mealworms? That stuff is basically chicken crock. But look over at the do not feed list. There are some serious no-goes. Avocado and chocolate are actually toxic to them. And as tempting as it might be, please don't share your biltong. It's way too salty and can cause some real health problems. Okay, you've got the birds, you've built the fortress, and you've got the menu sorted. Now comes the really fun part. The rewards and, well, the reality. This is your survival guide for the daily drama of chicken ownership, from that glorious first egg to all the problems that will have you frantically Googling stuff at midnight. This is the question that strikes fear into the heart of every single new chicken owner. You go out to collect your beautiful, fresh prize, and instead, you find a crime scene. One of your beloved hens has turned into an egg-sucking vampire. What on earth is going on? Okay, don't panic. There are fixes. It could just be a simple calcium deficiency, so try offering some crushed oyster shell. The easiest solution, though, is to just collect the eggs as soon as you can. But my personal favorite trick from the guide is this. Put golf balls in the nesting box. After a hen packs an uncrackable golf ball a few times, she'll probably just give up on her life of crime. Sooner or later, you're going to walk outside and see a bird that looks, well, absolutely horrifying. It's half bald, it's patchy, it looks like a plucked turkey that made a run for it from the freezer. And your first thought is going to be, oh no, it has some terrible, contagious disease. Relax, it's just molting. They're just shedding their old, worn-out feathers to grow shiny new ones. It looks super dramatic, I know, but it's perfectly normal. The best thing you can do is give them a little protein boost, mealworms, or even some scrambled eggs to help them through their awkward feather makeover so they can regain their dignity.
Ah, the aggressive rooster. He's supposed to be the flock's noble protector, but instead, he's decided that you are the #1 threat to the kingdom. He'll charge at you, spurs out, looking like a tiny angry knight ready to do battle. So, what do you do?
The guide offers the simple, really effective, and totally non-violent solution. Just carry a broom with you. Now, you're not going to hit him with it. You just use it as a shield, a block. It establishes a boundary and shows him you're the boss without anyone getting hurt. Yeah, it might look a little ridiculous, but hey, it works. So, after all the planning, the building, the problem solving, what's the ultimate takeaway here? It's really simple. Embrace the chaos. Raising chickens is not a neat and tidy hobby. It's messy, it's unpredictable, and it's a total adventure. And this right here? This is not a possibility, it's a guarantee. It is a rite of passage for every single chicken owner. There will be a morning when a bird makes a break for it, and you will find yourself, coffee still in hand, barefoot in your pajamas, trying to herd a surprisingly fast little creature back to safety. And that's the absolute joy of it all. They will never, ever stop surprising you. So what are you waiting for? Your own flock of feathered weirdos awaits. Thanks for watching. Now seriously, go check the laundry basket. You never know what you'll find.